Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Schmidt Lavelle. My name is Tom Lavelle, and as always, I'm accompanied by Mr. Timothy
Oh,
Schmidt.
oh, 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 oh.
Whoa, Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
who, who,
that's right.
who?
Yeah, that's me, Cineo.
You're the new age Arsenio Hall.
That's
I
me.
love it. Well, we hope you all are enjoying your week. We have a great show lined up for you this week. We're going to be talking about our top five Christmas songs, taking out the
Ooh,
trash, random
ah,
body aches, kids'
ew.
Christmas parties, chocolate milk, and a segment we're calling Not It, amongst other things. But before we get to that, we want to thank you for listening and following along on this journey called Schmidt and Lavelle. If you're not already doing it, now's the time. Hit that follow button and subscribe. The more subscribers, the more followers we get, the better content we can put out, you know. We're trying to work hard to bring you the best content that we can, and we hope you are liking it. Thank you again for following us. Schmidt and Lavelle, the hottest growing podcast in all of podcasts. All right, Timmy, let's get into some comments from last week's episode in regards to cutting down the trees. We have a couple comments from cutting down the trees. First comment from S Madden 10. 30 minutes to cut down a tree. What kind of Christmas trees are you guys cutting down? It takes about 20 seconds to cut down. Send a video. For two guys who are very pro real Christmas tree, leave the tree cutting to the real men. Go pick yours up at the secret garden, you yuppies. I've never cut down a Christmas tree, so I don't know. I just assumed
Well,
it was a pile.
We included all the time that goes into actually cutting down the tree. Like, hey, getting the family together, right? Walking to whatever. You got to find the tree. There's not like, they don't give you like hey, this is your spot. You got to go to lot J, spot 7, and you cut that one down. You got to go look for the tree, you know?
You got to
So
find
that's,
the tree.
yeah. And then once you diagnose it, I'm sure that there's probably wildlife living in there. You might have to maybe got to get the skunk out of the tree.
Whoa.
You know, maybe there's a bunch of birds living in the tree. You gotta remove the wildlife from the tree, Tom. There's a whole lot of things that we're really not taking into consideration.
Yeah. What if there's
Yeah,
a bird's nest in the tree and little baby birds? What do you do then?
yeah. I know it's winter
Spiders?
time.
What
Maybe
about
it's what
spiders?
spiders. I saw praying mantises that were living in trees. Like what if you
Can't
got
kill
one of
those.
no. So
We're
screw
respectful to our environment, you know.
screw you to whoever that was that made the comment. Like it's so easy to cut down the tree. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Did you
All
ever hear
right,
the
Paul
story?
Bunyan.
Yeah,
All right.
Paul Bunyan. That's exactly what
Well,
I was thinking. Yeah, what do you think? You know, he's not even Paul Bunyan. He's
yeah,
the guy with the chainsaw that takes Paul Bunyan's job.
you're right.
How
Yeah.
quick it is. Oh man. That's Madden 10. Unbelievable.
But he's been giving us a lot of lip lately. I don't know if
Ah. We're gonna get to that a little bit later, Timmy, because me and him have similar feelings when it came to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know me and you differed weeks ago, and as we've moved into the season, I feel like you're starting to maybe see what I was saying, you know, or they've been losing and it's like, well, okay, now, yeah. When they win, it's like, well, they won, so you can't really say, but now they lost.
yeah,
Maybe you're right.
we kind of look like assholes because the first like 11 weeks. Oh, the Eagles lost another one. Now they're actually losing.
Well, we would make that joke, but I do believe one of us after the Cowboys game, even though we won, was saying, no, we have a big issue here. We have a problem. I think that was me. And I think you were still saying, nope, nope, nothing wrong. No problems at all. We're fine. You're saying, oh, I think we were at the point we were like 8-1. You said, oh, so what are we going to do? We're going to go 9-8. And I said, well, it's possible, you know, but
We're not there yet, Tom. We still have 3 games left, so we could easily go 13-4. But I mean, I know you played football all your life. I mean, you know the game really well.
I know fairly well, I would
Yeah,
say. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a football fan. I did play a little football. I didn't play in college, but I did play a little bit. But
Hmm.
Timmy, I weighed 100 pounds my freshman and sophomore year of high school. Not a lot of room for the 100-pound kid on the high school football team. You can't really
But I
do much out there.
but I bet you can cut down a Christmas tree.
All right. To user 93196302633. It's terrible. I won't ever do it again. Did it 18 years ago.
What kind of name is that?
I guess it's the default name they gave someone on the TikTok.
Is that a bot? It's probably a bot.
Hey, if you're a bot out there, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We'll take it.
We could use some bots.
We can use some bots. The more bots, the better. To the Sleazeburger video that just went out today. How you guys are laughing are making me laugh. Tim, re-listening to that video made me crack up. The sleazy burger. When you say your brother says, "Oh, you just had a sleaze burger," I start cracking up, man.
Yeah, that it. I'm
Classic
telling you,
dad.
I've been saying this since we started the show, Tom. It's if you get a chance to move back in with your dad at the age of 41, it is quite the treat.
It sounds amazing.
Don't ever pass that up.
Yeah, don't be a loser. Go at home and live with your dad.
Yeah.
All right. And now the big one, a lot of comments with this, and this is the fantasy football wager. Some of the comments: take the SATs, run a half marathon. Whoever loses has to shave their head. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I'm going with a good old body waxing, just upper body, no
Ooh.
legs. Someone suggested not wearing a shirt during the show. Another person suggested going and doing a stand up on open mic night, doing something along those lines. There was an idea that I'd been throwing around for a while that I think would be funny to go eat a hoagie at the local Planet Fitness while on a stationary bike. Timmy, the big winner, a huge week. Christian McCaffrey, amongst others. Mr. Jalen Waddle, is that his name? Jalen Waddle?
Mm-hmm.
Big week. You ended up being victorious. Now, I guess it is up to us to decide what the punishment should be. You leaning a certain way.
I like the upper body waxing.
Upper body waxing. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I probably wouldn't do the whole upper body. That's going to take a long time, but I could do a couple rips maybe.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Like two, three rips?
Who? What? No.
It might take 20 rips.
You gotta go at least 10 rips.
10 rips. That's a lot
Yeah.
of rips.
Yeah. You gotta do you gotta do your punishment. Okay. And it's 10 rips, and that's it.
No.
Yeah.
10 rips. 10 rips would be the whole upper body.
I mean,
5 rips.
no, you just one above your four that you just suggested.
Yeah.
You didn't even meet me in the middle.
Well, I'm bargaining here. Five
Seven,
rips.
seven's the number. Seven rips. Seven swans of swimming, seven geese of laying,
No, it's not
seven,
seven. So seven.
seven,
Six.
7 minute abs. Seven's the
Six.
number.
6 rips. I think 6 rips is a fine number.
I think we gotta go to the people. I think it's 7 rips.
6 rips, 7 rips, 6.5 rips.
I
I
gotta
don't know.
get you gotta get two
These are
nipple
big things,
two
you
nipple
know?
rips right on the chest,
A nip
couple
rip.
a couple on the abdomen, and then you go if you have any of them. I don't have them. I know that.
No, I mean, it's just basically one big belly anymore.
And then you gotta go to the back rip. A couple back rips there.
I don't think the back rips will be bad. They
I
could
want
do
you
the whole back. I don't care about that.
right under the pork chop, like right on the side
Oh,
there. Yeah,
side rip, rib
yeah,
cage rip.
yeah.
I'll be yelling Kelly Clarkson before you know it. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. I think we're going to do the body waxing then. We'll have to set up a place and a time to go do it. I'd like to do it sooner before we get people's while we have people's attention. Just with the holiday season, it's going to be difficult. Maybe next week, try to get that done. Set up a waxing date and go get it done. Rip away. All right, so we'll be a waxing. We are undecided. I think we said what, 3 rips? Was that what we said? Between 6 and 7 rips. If you leave a comment, if you're listening to the whole show, put the number down that you'd like, 6 or 7. I'm imagining people are going to go more towards 7. No one wants to give me a rip off. Either
7.
way, 7 rips it will be. 7 rips of the wax. Hot wax on this hot bod. And rip it off.
And we'll be recording that.
Yes, we will. We'll be recording that as we try to record more content for you to go. Timmy, crazy week, a lot going on. Christmas time, you know the hustle and bustle of Christmas and parenthood and everything like that. A lot going on. And let me tell you what happened to me the other day. First of all, we wake up and it's the middle of the night. My kids are off and on being sick. You know, they wake up in the middle of the night. My wife jumps out of bed. Might be 2 in the morning. She comes in, Tom, I completely forgot. Mickey has a Christmas party coming up at school. We're supposed to be bringing in 2 gallons of chocolate milk for the kids. We have to drop it off this morning. Now, it was odd because we had to drop it off on a Monday. The party wasn't until Wednesday, but the instructions were to drop it off on a Monday. Okay. All right. Well, let's set the alarm. We'll go to the store in the morning and we'll grab it. Timmy, it was pouring rain. I don't know if you remember the rain. I get in the car. I go to the store, the Giant. No chocolate milk. Let me run down the street. There's a Weiss. Let me go to this Weiss. 7:45. They're not open. Or I'm sorry, 6:45. They're not open until 7. All right, let me go to the other Giant all the way down on Chemical Road. A little further down, we get there. They're not open yet. I wait 10 minutes. I go in. Now she's texting me, hey, I've got to leave for work. You need to get back here. I run to the store. I grab it. We get the 2 gallons of chocolate milk. My kid's 6 years old. Him carrying 2 gallons of chocolate milk, it's like it's dragging him down. So I'm like, how am I going to get these into the school? We get to the school. Luckily, we found 2 kids that were walking in that same direction. I said, hey, do me a favor, help him carry this chocolate milk. They get into school. This is the hustle and bustle of being a parent. Transporting 2 gallons of chocolate milk, getting there in the morning, grabbing them, running home. That's just part of the busyness that we had going on at this house. And today, amongst all the chaos, amongst all the busyness, we're getting the kids ready. My wife says to me, Tom, you never asked me what I wanted for Christmas.
Oh.
And I said, well, what do you want for Christmas? I didn't get a response. I said, hello, what would you like for Christmas? She says, you never asked me. I said, I just asked you. No, you didn't. I said, yes, I did. I just asked you. She says, no, you don't want to go to. I said, all right. You know what? Whatever. You're not going to tell me. Well, I just think it's funny that you didn't ask me what I wanted for Christmas. And to me, almost insulting because she had mentioned she wanted these socks, Bombas. They're expensive socks. I got those socks. She's a big Taylor Swift fan. I got her some Taylor Swift stuff, some gift cards. We're not like exchanging a ton of stuff, but I'd already gone out and gotten this stuff. And
Sure.
it's like she's insinuating that I don't care. I haven't listened. I don't ask what she would like for Christmas. And you know what? She can go kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. So a lot going on over here, the Lavelle
the
household.
the issues I do have, so I don't get grilled that way. Look, my girlfriend and I have been dating now for a year and change now, since last August. And like the first Christmas, we didn't really exchange much. Yeah, it was kind of like little knickknacks and stuff like that. But I pride myself on listening throughout the year, on, yeah, just pick up on little things, that, the person would want. They might mention something just in passing, and ah, Yeah, put that one down. I'll
All
put it in my little notes
right.
there.
Log that one. Yes.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's really the go-to for me is you just do some just acute listening on certain things that they may want, which it seems like Tom, you may have done. So hopefully your wife doesn't listen to the show. Hopefully she's not a subscriber and
I don't
she
care. You know, I hope this ruins everything.
I really don't understand the you didn't ask me for what I wanted for Christmas. It's like I mean, how long you guys been married for now?
We've been married for 8 and almost 8.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, and then you're together before that. I mean, it should be understood. Unless she really, really wants something, she could lay it on thick, like, hey, really would like these Bomba socks,
She
like,
got them. She knows she got those.
yeah.
And
So,
then we're sitting there and I'm like, so what do you want? And she won't tell me. So then I was like, well, then shut up. I don't care. Like, what? Like, are you just trying? Like, what are you doing? You just trying to start a fight with me? Is this what's happening right now? This sometimes is the psychology of the female brain, Timmy. And we're gonna dive into that in a little bit. But this is crazy. But it does bring me to a question. The other day, I walked in. You were at the bar. We were going over some stuff, and I bring in a T-shirt. I got you a
uh,
wrestling T-shirt,
she
and
did.
now I said, look, let's not be weird about this. I saw the shirt. I said, this is for my buddy Tim, a
Uh-huh.
nice NWO T-shirt. Lo
Yep.
and behold, now you feel obligated to get me a gift.
I do. I
Was it
do.
unfair of me to get you the gift?
Well, I mean, it wasn't,
You thought
well,
we were better friends than that.
I,
That I should know. Hey,
well,
give
here's the
me a
thing.
gift. Now I have to get you a gift.
If if I was invited maybe to one of your kids' birthday parties, maybe I would feel like, hey, maybe we've really grown into a certain sort of relationship where that we're gonna get stuff for each other for Christmas.
Right.
And
Maybe this was an olive branch, Tim. Maybe this was, hey,
uh, uh,
you're still not invited over, but here's a shirt.
right. And hey, I appreciate the shirt. I also appreciate the gift that you gave me. Besides the shirt, which is the nice cookies and the
The
lottery.
cookies, the tin. Oh, yeah, yeah. You certainly appreciated that when you left it on the bar and did not take it home.
Well, I knew I was going to be back the following day to do our
You said,
pre-production.
oh, you know what? I like this gift so much. Let me leave it here on the bar
Yeah,
so
I
it can
didn't
be here
because I
tomorrow.
knew I knew if I took it home, I was going to eat the rest of the chocolate that was in there, and I already had eaten half of it. I just didn't want to. I'm watching my calorie intake now, Tom, and I felt like leaving it at the bar would have been a smarter decision. So I
Real
did.
quick, Timmy, grade the cookies. Scale from 1 to 10. What do you got? Sugar cookies with some sprinkles on top. What'd you think?
I mean, they tasted pretty solid. I'd say 7-7.
Oh man, 7 rips, 7-7. What's going on with 7 today? We're
Like I
on a
said,
7. We're on a lucky streak.
7 swans of swimming, 7 geese a laying, 7
Seven
golden
golden rings.
rings.
And 7 partridges in a pear tree. Ay, ay, ay. So Timmy, then this is the final, the the coup de grace, the 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 big the crescendo, the whole thing. The other day we're sitting on the couch now, and this is where we're at. And Benny, my 15-month-old, is running around. Do you smell that? Did he go, Tom, can you see, did he go poop? I grab, pick him up. Oh, she goes, not it. He goes, not it. I said, not it.
I
We
like the not
playing
it.
this game now? You would like to not it.
I like the not
Not
it
it's
game.
a slippery slope in a oh, not it, huh? Is that what we're doing?
I
That what
like
we're
the
doing, huh? Hey,
not
the trash needs to go out. Yep, not it. These
dude.
leaves, they need to be taken care of and pushed to the front of the house. Yep, not it. Who's gonna get on the ladder and clean these gutters? Yep, not it. Not it today.
Yeah, you
That's all you.
you can go so far with not it, but like it gets it gets to a point where it just can't work. I mean, if there's multiple people playing, if there's only two people playing, you can't do the not it game.
especially at
But
this game. She chose the game to be it. She chose the second it. All right. I was fine with the first game of
uh,
tag, and we went into game two of tag, man on man, and then she says not it. All right. I got not it. Ah!
uh, where does it end?
Where does it end, Timmy? That's why I'm saying it's a slippery slope. And to be completely honest, she does a
Someone,
lot with changing the diapers, and it probably was my time. But she does a thing too where I'm done. She's announcing. She's not doing anything else, and it's like, so what? You're done. Like, so now I have to take care of everything now here. Like, we just decided am I going to be done for a day? Not
I
it.
mean, what if it gets into? I mean, it could go into a whole different direction. Someone's starting to feel a little freaky tonight. Not it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
she's cornered the market on that too. Believe me.
Looks like I'm going somewhere else for that.
I'm always it when it comes to
Uh,
that. I'll play tag if you know what I mean.
oh
But the not it is a slippery, slippery slope, Tim. So I'm
no.
planning on using some not it's, middle of the night, baby starts working. I'm gonna turn over. Hey hon, not it. Go back to sleep.
Oh no. You're certainly it tonight.
Yeah, yeah. uh all right, Timmy. I was mentioning not it when it comes to taking out the trash. And this is something I want to talk to now. And I'm sure a lot of dads, a lot of people, a lot of parents can relate to this now. Taking out the trash when we were younger was like, I loved that chore. You know what I mean? You grabbed a couple bags throughout the week, you threw them in the thing, and then you put it. No big deal. I'd rather much do that than wash the dishes every night or, do the laundry or whatever it is because it's tedious as folding the trash is quick and easy. Boom, you grab it, you throw it out, place the liner. You're on to the next day, and once a week you take them out, or twice in some places you take out the cans. Not anymore, Tim. The trash is a complete chore. The amount of cardboard boxes that I have to break
Yeah,
down
I don't get this whole
every
cardboard
week.
back. Yeah, this whole thing. Listen, you brought this up before in the very beginning of the year when we started the show. You started talking about like breaking down cardboard boxes. What are you? Where are you buying your groceries that you come home with all these cardboard boxes or Amazon? Is that what's going on? Like,
It's
where are you getting?
Amazon, especially this time of year with all the gifts that we're ordering on Amazon. They all come in a box. You take them out, you wrap them up. You got this cardboard box sitting there. Boom.
Mm.
My wife likes to do these. Have you heard of like a Home Fresh or it's
Oh
like a
yeah.
Blue Apron where they send home the meals and it's in a box. That's in a cardboard box. It comes with all these cool. Everything's in a cardboard box. And someone who likes to play not it also likes to grab these cardboard boxes and just throw them into the garage. Next thing you know, I go into the garage in a couple days and cardboard boxes are falling all over the place.
It's like a booby trap. You walk in it.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes. Yeah. Just getting hit everywhere. What the hell happened with these cardboard boxes? Dude,
uh,
I'm telling you, I must have put out 30 cardboard boxes yesterday. Little
I
ones, little like, to big. So what I do is I get the biggest box and then I start breaking down the second largest and I stack those
uh,
in there and then I get the
mm,
other ones and I break them down and I put them in there and I put those in there and just next thing you know, and then I'm trying to carry it out through a doorway and I'm hitting my shit and I got a 1-year-old trying to run me over and like run
yeah.
out the front door when I'm like, hold on, so can someone hold on to the baby?
You you heard it here, folks. Come to Schmidt Lavelle show for your cardboard box breakdown information.
I should give we should make a tutorial video on how to break down cardboard
Uh,
boxes and put
yeah.
them out to the trash. And then I feel
Viewership.
bad, like I hide when the trash guys are coming by, like, I got all these fucking boxes out there and I'm like, oh God, they probably hate my house.
You put that tutorial out, that'll be our most watched video. Viewership would go through the roof.
I bet you it would be.
It's like,
You can never tell. We've always said like we'll put out a video and we're like, how does this one have views? Like we'll think one's hilarious and we put out another one and we're like, this one just went through the roof. Remember, we did one on traffic one time and it just like jumped. And we're like, what? Why is this one so high up?
And now, a minute and a half of Tom breaking down cardboard.
That should be my punishment. Just breaking down boxes.
Dude, taking out the trash
So wait,
here
you don't
is,
have a lot of boxes to break down?
I mean, there's a good amount of them. We just, toss them, just throw them in there. I don't put all the time and effort in that you do.
Yeah.
Usually I use the cardboard boxes, whatever they come in, I just wrap it. Like as Amazon box it comes, I just wrap it. Ah, it's just toy. Okay, keep it in there, wrap it, and then you're done.
You'd think, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's a great idea. Of
yeah,
course, Christmas Day, you're gonna have but then everyone's got a bunch of boxes out after Christmas.
yeah, that's true. Um, but here, the trash day here is Thursday, and my dad, he is so just on point. He's so habitual with the way he does trash. He has to have it out Wednesday morning. He's the first guy on the block to have the trash on the sidewalk. And then the whole day, he's like, because he knows, like, basically, I live in the basement. He's like, "Did you take out your trash yet?" And I'm like, "Trash stays tomorrow, isn't it?" He's like, "Yeah, but you're probably going to forget about it." I'm like, "I'm not. I walk right by it, and it's usually full. I'll get it out there, Dad. Don't worry about it."
There is that. If you had the morning where you wake up and you hear the trash truck coming and you're like, shit,
Yeah,
I didn't get
yeah.
the trash out, and you run down and you go out there and bare feet and throw it in there. Like, hey guys,
There's just not a ton of trash. We don't have a ton of trash where like if I by chance forget to get a bag of trash out there, I think we're gonna be fine for a week. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be overflowing or anything like that.
where does all my trash? We have a ton of trash, dude. Like a ton of recycling.
It's because you got a kid that shits himself all the time.
That's a good point. You're right. A lot of it is diapers, and you got to take the diapers out, and they
They
stink.
they gotta go. You
They got to
can't.
go.
Do you have that? Do you have that little like shit hamper?
We did have that, but we just have a regular one now. It just
That's
that shit
that's
hamper was, I mean, it was all right, but it was more of a pain in the ass than anything.
you just look over, you're like, that thing is just full on shit.
Yeah,
Human shit just sitting in the trash can.
right. I'd rather just get it out,
Yeah.
Let's
It,
just be done with this thing.
just the thought process of that
It's like
is
an R2D2 full of shit, right? Is that what you're
exactly.
talking about?
Yeah, it's
The
just
little tower of shit.
yeah, like you have a dog, you clean up the shit, you throw it in like a little bag, and then you throw it out with the trash. But it's outside, it's out of sight, out of mind. For some reason, we just tolerate kid shit. Oh, it's my kid shit. We'll just leave it in the living room for a week until it fucking stacks up.
Yeah. You know what we'll do? We'll build a little tower, right? That you put the shit in and you just press it down and you can stack shit on shit on shit on shit and it'll be like not an issue at all. We won't
So
worry at
wait,
all.
yeah, we take this out once a day? No, no, you just let it fill up until it's full.
Until it's completely full. You can't stuff any more in there.
Until your kid has a full week's worth of shits, and
Yeah,
then you take it out to the trash.
right. And then you got to cut the thing and you tie it up and you pull down the thing and you get it.
Dude,
Oh man.
I got the giggles today, dude.
You
uh,
got the gigs. Timmy
uh,
Gigs. Timmy, let's move on. Let's talk about the body aches. We're getting older now, and it just seems like the more we move and more is I woke up, we talked about it a couple weeks. I woke up a couple like maybe it was a month ago. I go and I stretch and boom, pull a muscle in my back. I'm almost out of business for 2, 3 days. I can hardly move my head. It's just pain and agony. What? Why? I guess it's just part of getting old.
dude. Well, the things that maybe you didn't even think were like, I don't know, that you didn't notice maybe when you were younger, it's starting to notice them as you get older. I told you, at the in the podcast a couple weeks ago that I went to the doctor for the first time in a little bit of while, and I had things checked out. And it's funny when you go to the doctor as the 41-year-old man. It's a lot different than when you go as like a teenager or high school or 21, 22, because your mom sent you. She's like, come here, you gotta get your your throat checked out. You got a fever, and dude, when you're an older man, you just write down like a list of shit that's wrong with you. You're like, and then like I have my girlfriend who's a nurse,
Oh
and
boy.
she like she goes through my list. So I got like a list written out. Oh, I got a bump on the back of my leg. That's weird. It's like a skin thing. She goes, "What about like yeah, you got those dry patches like on the back of your head, like get that checked out." So we're going through like a list, and then there's like 12 things on there. And she's like, "What about that, that bone in your ankle?" It's like
Yeah.
all sorts of shit.
And you're
It's,
snoring, it seems
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
stop breathing in the middle of the night. I think you have sleep apnea. You should
Yeah.
probably get that checked. Yeah. Yeah,
So
when you go
it's
to the doctors as like a 40-year-old, there's actually shit wrong with you.
right. So it's just the things that just add up. And, like right now, I got like this weird bump on the back of my head, and like I think it's a pimple, and I'm like squeezing it, and it's like not popping. It's
Oh
just
boy.
like this random, like your eye starts twitching out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck is that about? It's just
Yeah.
like random stuff that just starts happening.
You're
Like,
standing in the mirror, you're like, what is this? What is this? And you're like, is it over here? Yeah, okay.
dude,
I guess I got it on both sides.
the other day, I got like a sharp pain in my like abdomen, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's my appendix." And I'm on like WebMD checking out symptoms. Like, I think I have appendicitis. And it's like, "Oh no, the appendix is on the other side of the body." So then I ruled that out, and then I'm like, I don't know what's going on in my body. So I'm like freaking out. I started just convincing myself I had some sort of like random like disease or something. It's just
Well,
like what could be wrong down there?
you got Schmidt's. It's a disease that hits the Schmidt's, and you gotta watch out for that. You got big gunsitis.
Mm.
All right, Timmy, we've had some fun. We've talked about that stuff. Let's get into our main topic of the week. And right now, we're gonna be naming our, without any outside interference. We've come to grips with our lists, what we like. We're going to put out there what we like, who we are, our top fives this week, top five Christmas songs. Now, Timmy, I want to say, how are we going to do this? There are so many great Christmas songs. Okay. There's just so many. It's hard to narrow it down to five. Should we do a draft where we pick and we take turns, and then once that pick is made, it's eliminated? Or do we each just do our own top five, put it out there, let the people see Tom's top five, Tim's top five?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just stick to our guns. Whatever one that we think
Okay,
is
are we
I
putting a collective top five together, or are we each doing our own top five?
think we'll just do our own top fives.
Okay. All right, Timmy. Well, let's get right into it. And I'm going to let you start. Do you want to start with your number five, or do you want to start with your number one?
Um, why don't you all right, I'll start with my number one.
Okay.
So my number one all time Christmas song is Nat King Cole, the Christmas song.
It's the GOAT. That's the number one. That's everyone's. It's also my number one. Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. Timmy, if I could. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Mm, mm.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. Blah, 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 and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
Everybody.
Everybody knows some turkey and some mistletoe.
Yep, 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 yep.
It's the classic. It's the one that you want on the night before Christmas. The presents are out. You're sitting down, you're relaxing. You've got the fireplace going on the TV. You got a cocktail in your hand. You're just thinking about Christmas, the memories as a kid, the memories you have with your children, the family. It's everything Christmas. That is, to me, the greatest Christmas song. It just pulls at my heart, my emotions, my feelings. It puts me in the mood. And it's such a great song, Tim, that it's not one that you can listen to all the time. You know what? Does that make sense? Like I am waiting for that song. I can't just put it on, and you won't really hear it on the radio just yet. They'll only start playing it as we get to like the final days
Yeah, the
of
meat and
Christmas.
potatoes, the meat and
Yes.
potatoes. Yeah, 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 yeah. I it just so for me that just changes the mood of Christmas. Like you said. Like yeah, it's a feel good song. It's literally something that you could put the fire on. Yeah, that song comes on and you're just instantly in every memory of Christmas that you ever had.
Right. It just is like a flood of
Yeah. Yep.
yes.
It's authentic. It's just and then the sound of it, just the tone of the song is just incredible too as well. And Nat King Cole has one of the best vocals you'll hear ever.
Almost as good as my rendition right there.
Yeah.
Even the beginning of that song, and it's like the symphony, starting, playing to like the lead in to the song, and then yeah, like you said, that classic voice. And if you know anything about Christmas, that's the one. That's the goat. It's very similar to our movie of It's a Wonderful Life. There are like a lot of parallels there as far
Amen.
as
Yeah.
the classic. This is the song. All right, Timmy, let's go into. I'm going to name my number two song then because that was my number one. So now I'm going to name my number two. This is my number two. Um, it's a song I don't think is on a lot of people's top fives, and it's The Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. It's one of
Oh,
my favorite Christmas songs of all time. A little sentimental for me because it was one of my dad's favorite songs. We always listened to it around Christmas, and when he passed away, that was a song. It was right around Christmas time that we played all the time, and every time I hear it, reminds me of him, and it's just a nice classic Irish Christmas song. And if you haven't checked it out, I know it's not on a lot of people's top fives. Recently, the Kelsey brothers had put out a fairy tale of Philadelphia or Broad Street or something like that. I listened to the classic, but it's kind of cool that they also love that song.
they it's been recently in the news because the lead singer had recently passed away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I believe he was buried over in his hometown over in Ireland. And there's a cool video of them playing a song during his funeral. And I will tell you, the Irish celebrate a funeral way better than most most other um what am I looking for here? Um
Ethnicities,
Ethnicities. Yeah. Wow.
culturally, they have the
Yeah.
wakes, right? An Irish
Yeah.
wake, and
And there's just they had the band up there playing the song and everyone's dancing in the church. It's kind of cool. If you get a second to check that out, it's cool. But that's a great tune. I've only recently started listening to that. I used to hear it and I just kind of tuned it out. But now listening to it, I hear its greatness, Tom. I would not have it in my top five, but that's your top five, Tom, and You are absolutely entitled to putting that as your number two song.
That's right. All right, Timmy. What do you got at your number two?
All right. All right. So my number two song is going to be No, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Wow, the Drifters
The
with Clyde
Drifters.
McPherson.
Yeah.
White Christmas. Well, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Wow. You did that a lot better than I did.
Boop boop doop 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 boop 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 boop.
Uh,
I'm dreaming of a white
it's so
Christmas.
that song I was first introduced to in the movie Home Alone.
Classic
Uh,
scene.
while he's in the bathroom and he's putting on the aftershave and the whole deal, and he's singing in his comb when he's combing his hair.
Yes.
It's just a cool scene. But the song itself is incredible. It's just a different type of vocals from those guys, the Drifters, and then obviously their other songs, Under the Boardwalk,
Yeah.
right,
Up on the roof.
on the roof.
Up on the roof.
But it's cool how they just go from that low baritone to that high alto, or what is that what it's called?
I don't know if it's I don't know what the levels are of. I think it
Falsetto.
oh yeah, whatever it is, the high pitched one.
Either way, it's cool that they just change the tone and then the just the tempo of the song too. It's really cool. Different take on the traditional White Christmas song.
Yes. Love that song. And I'm gonna go now with my number three, which is also named White Christmas. None other than White Christmas by Mr. Bing Crosby.
Ooh.
And that's I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh
Sleigh
bells
bells
in
in
the
the
snow.
snow, the snow.
It's one of those ones like we kind of mentioned early, that fire's burning the night
Mm,
before Christmas. And and this is a common theme kind of in my top five. I like the ones that pull that emotion and I save them for like my Christmas, like as we're getting close to the day. A lot of people I've been talking to are more on the party side of the Christmas
mm.
music. And maybe we'll get into some more of that as but I seem to like these slower, classic Christmas songs just because it invokes that memory, all those memories, a flood of man coming down on that Christmas day, spending time with the family. Nothing is better than that Christmas day feeling. You know what
Little
I
bit
mean?
of
Is there a better day than Christmas morning? I don't
no, but
think so.
I just have a little bone to pick with the actual song because I mean, typically you don't really even get a White Christmas anymore.
Well, maybe not so much around here, but I think it's the idea of dreaming of it. You're hoping for that white
Yeah,
Christmas,
but when you get it, it's really special.
But I don't, Timmy, honestly, I don't remember a Christmas with snow. I remember it's like maybe some flurries, but
Mm.
I don't like I I would pay a good amount of money to have a big snow day on like would that be incredible? Seriously. In your life, do you remember a Christmas where it was like, man, it's snowing, you get a couple inches? I don't think we've
Mm.
ever had that.
No, I definitely remember there being snow on the ground. Wasn't really like a White Christmas per se, not the picture perfect one that you see in the movies, and It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, Mary, look at all the snow. It's a White Christmas, Mary.
Or in like the movie White Christmas, where, we'll follow the old man wherever he wants to go. And then they open up, and that's where White Christmas is born.
You got a kind of a cool voice. You can sing a little bit there, Tommy.
You think?
Yeah, I think he got something. I think he
Ah.
might need to dump the podcast and go into a solo career.
Well, we got a couple more songs to cover here. We'll see where it leads us. Ah. All right,
Uh,
Timmy.
all right,
We've
so
got,
I got to go to my third one here, Tom.
yes.
I know you want to recap. I think the people can follow. We've only done 4 songs.
Okay, fair enough.
My third song is going to be a very popular Christmas caroler. One of the Christmas arts, put out a lot of albums. Mr. Andy Williams.
Ooh.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays as the merry bells keep ringing.
Happy holidays to you. I love it. That's Andy Williams, huh?
Yeah.
That's a
And don't
classic.
and don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock he'll be coming down the chimney down.
He'll be coming down the chimney now. He got a big Saint Nick, get a bit of the dick, suck my dick.
Papa
What?
deep, papa doodly doo doo.
Hang about a Christmas tree.
He's got a
It's the
big fat
holiday season.
He's got a big fat sack upon his back with lots of presents for you and for me. So leave your peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, Timmy, we're in the spirit. We're in the spirit, and I've got my next song, number 4, a classic. And I love the guitar in this song, and I love it all. But this is Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles. Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. Please come home for Christmas. Something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Please come home for Christmas.
All right. Okay.
I'll be happy. Oh, once again. Once again. Another song featured in one of our favorite movies, Home Alone. Bells will be ringing. Love that song. Just got a nice bluesy tone to it, and it's another one that hits me. I love listening. All my songs are pretty mellow, I will say. Fairy Tale in New York does give a little pickup. It starts mellow. It's Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. But then it picks up. And of course I think they say the word cunt in that that song. And the F
Jeez.
word. And not
Oh
the F
my.
word that but the Irish can say the C word. And it almost comes off like endearing, you know? Americans, you say the C word, it's like, what did you just say? But in Irish, it's yeah, you cunt ya. It's like, oh, that was so cool. What did he say? Did he say cunt?
Uh, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
You're gonna give me your fourth one, or you want to go back to back, or you want me to go?
That was my 4th one. Please come home
Uh,
for Christmas. The
oh,
Eagles.
okay. All right.
Oh
I
my
lost.
gosh.
That's
You
all right.
got Christmas song,
Yeah.
White Christmas by the Drifters, Happy Holidays by Andy Williams, right? And
Mm-hmm.
now we're gonna get your 4th one.
All right. So the fourth, this is where it gets dicey, Tom, because I have a lot that are just like
I
right there,
know. They're right there. It's
and
tough.
there's one that I love that I've loved since a kid, since I was a kid. I grew up with it, and my kids love it, and that's dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Al- Alvin and the
Oh,
Chipmunks.
I love that song. I don't think you can go wrong with, I love the Chipmunks Christmas song.
It's
Oh,
Alvin!
Christmas,
Alvin!
Christmas time is here.
Yeah,
Time for joy and time for cheer.
yeah.
We've been good and we've been bad. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. Wanna train na 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 na. Me, I wanna hula hoop. Little holly, please Christmas, don't be late. All right, boys, that was good. Alvin, you were a little flat there.
Yeah.
Alvin, Alvin.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Um, yeah, so that one, it just jumps out at me. It's like your first kind of introduction to a song that, like, as a kid, you watch cartoons, and Alvin and the Chipmunks were always, a favorite, right? It was always on television, so you watch that, and then they had their Christmas special, and that's where that song comes from. But uh it has withstood the test of time, because my kids, when I started playing it for the first time, they just fell in love with it, especially like the part where Alvin gets yelled at by Dave, and they would imitate that, and it just has just more of a sentimental value, more than it's like I love that song. It's not like I have to hear that song, and no way does it pale in comparison to any of the other songs that are on my list, but it just has that sentimental value for me. That's why I have it in my top five.
Yeah, and also it's in Rocky 4. In
It
Rocky
is.
4 when they're
It's in
about to
Rocky
get
Four.
into the training montage. You hear that one and
Mhm.
Paulie and they're sitting around and that's the one that's playing in the background when they're over in Russia about to fight Drago and kick the crap out of him.
Mhm.
Alvin and
Mhm.
the Chipmunks. I love it. One of my favorite songs. I think people don't give that one enough credit. So I'm glad you put it on your list and I love that it's on your list, Timmy. Now, before I get into my fifth and final song, let's name a bunch of them that are out there that I love. The another Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I love. Now I don't know what your fifth one is, so I'm naming ones that aren't in my fifth. So should I wait until after we both name them to give the
Yeah.
shout outs to the
Yeah.
one
Yeah. Yeah.
that we don't? Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna do that. And now here we go. Yet again, I'm gonna go sentimental. I kind of learned a little something about this song today, and it made it mean a little bit more to me. Okay. So I'm going to go with I'll Be Home for Christmas
Hmm.
by Mr. Yet again, Bing Crosby. It can be by a lot of people. Elvis has a good version of it. Michael Bublé has a good version of it. But I'll Be Home for Christmas is a song that came out right around during World War II. And it was a song written by a soldier who wanted to be home for Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas if only in my dreams.
Hmm.
Really means a lot. And it just is one I think is another classic. And I'm basically my list is songs to play while you're sitting around the night before with that fire going on the TV. And yeah, it's a classic song. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find you where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas if only in my dreams. Can you imagine you're over in World War II and that, like, dude, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. Incredible song to me. It jumped right into my top five. Thanks to Coach for giving me that little ditty today that little information about it being a World War II song. Big fan of history and World War II. Timmy, that's going to bring us to your final pick, number 5. What do you got?
All right, so my number five one is it's a little combination here, Tom.
A medley.
It's a Bing Crosby slash David Bowie duet.
Ah, yes.
Peace on earth,
Can
can
it
it
be?
be? Dude, and the best part about this song was it was made popular once again by the combination of Mr. John C. Riley and Mr. Will Ferrell as they remade the video as they both sang. Yeah, they basically did the same exact music video. If you ever seen the music video with Bing Crosby and David Bowie,
Yes.
and it's a skit that they do, and it's really, really, really well done. But it's just a cool song because they're both really kind of different genres of music, and they get together for this song, and they talk about their family, and yeah, it's just like a cool collaboration.
Every child must remember say, oh, dude, it's a great
Yeah,
song. And another one I feel like, and we talked about this with the movies. When you hear these songs, they they mean more as you get older. When you watch these movies, they mean more as you get older. It just touches you, and those flood of Christmas memories and all that stuff is coming back. I love that song. Great choice, Timmy. I think we have two great lists here, you know?
I'm sure I'll get killed for mine, but that's all right. There's so many other songs, dude. Like, look, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? Like, uh,
Yeah, let's go through some right now. I'm just gonna name a bunch. Jingle Bell Rock, right? That's a quite
mm,
rocking around the Christmas tree. Rocking around the Christmas tree,
mm,
have a Christmas. How about have yourself a merry little Christmas?
beautiful,
Who
beautiful
can
song.
say- How about I want a hippopotamus for Christmas?
Uh,
Only a hippopotamus will do. That's another one. My Mickey loves that song. He thinks it's so
what
fun.
about what about a ding 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 dong ding Italian
Dominic the
dong
donkey. Yes, that's a great
the
one.
Italian Christmas donkey. La,
La la
la.
la 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 la. What about
Um,
You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch? Jingle Bells, Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys. Here Comes Santa Claus. What about Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Mr. Bruce Springsteen?
eh,
I like that one.
it's just
Uh,
it's so fun.
there's so many
Oh,
songs.
wind whipping down on the boardwalk. Uh,
And
y'all been
there's a
good?
lot of good. What another one that almost cracked my top 10, Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry. Run
Mm,
Run Rudolph, Santa's got to make it to town, but um Christmas Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love is a classic too. It's that one I was between that one fell out of my top 5 with the story of the World War II, but that is a classic song to me. What Christmas Means to Me by Stevie Wonder. I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5. Silver Bells, Bing Crosby. Oh, Come All Ye Faithful. There's so many songs, and we know you love them all out there. There's a lot of great songs. It's hard to say. Father Christmas is one people like. Father Christmas, give me some money. What about Last Christmas? Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, we gave it away. You can't go wrong with your own list. We've come up with our list. We hope you enjoy that. Timmy,
I also I gotta add, dude. I really the what's a song by Wham? I hate that song.
that's
This
Last
Christmas,
Christmas.
I hate that song.
Last Christmas, I
And
gave
then
you my heart. Taylor Swift
what's
covered it.
what's the other one? The hippie group, the female hippie group that sings that other Christmas song that's
The
on all
Waitresses.
that's all no, it's I hate it. It gets me So annoyed. I'll think of it.
The
But
female hippie group.
they play it all the time. It's like from the 70s, maybe even the 60s.
Another one that just didn't, it was right there on my list was All I Want for Christmas Is You. A lot of people hate that song. It's so played. It's just, to me, it's not one it's, if it's a party, I'm playing it. But when I'm sitting around and I'm thinking about Christmas Eve and Christmas, that's not the one that jumps into my top five. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
But
I
it's a
agree.
great song. Can you think of that one, Timmy, before we sign off here?
It's gonna pop in my head. I know it is at some point, but it's it's okay. We'll skip it for now.
We'll skip it, but we don't like it at all. Timmy, this is going to bring us to the end of yet another amazing episode of Schmidt and Lavelle. We hope you've liked what we've been doing for you out there. And if you're here with us listening and you don't already do it, give us that follow, that like, that share, that subscribe. Now's the time. Hit pause, do it. Come back and listen to the end of this show. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you hit pause? Did you follow? From Tom Lavelle talking for Tim Schmidt, we want to wish you all out there a Merry Christmas. Hold on, let me pause the music. From Schmidt and Lavelle, my name's Tom Lavelle. On behalf of Timothy Schmidt, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. We hope you have a great Christmas. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your families, and the time spent together. Timmy, anything you want to say to the people out there?
No, just enjoy the time with your family. Cherish it. You never know when it's gonna go away. So you need to spend the time with the family, enjoy their company, stay in the moment, you know. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and God bless us everyone.
From not Tiny Tim to all of you, a big Merry Christmas. Big episode next week. It's going to be our end of the year episode. We're going to be covering everything from this year's episodes, the best moments, the funniest things that have happened, and so much more. Please check us out. End of the year episode next week. Timmy, anything you want to say to all the Schmidt Lavellites out there before we sign off?
Tom, what would the world be without Captain James Hook?
Amen. Until next week.